are unique, so we are one. What precious life will we throw it away for some doomsday that has not even happened?
This is what brilliance looks like and feels like for me. It wasn't always this way. I hit my first burnout when I was 16 years old. On the outside, I had it all. A solid upbringing, loving family, great friends, a good boyfriend. I was a scholar athlete, an award-winning violinist, elected by my peers to be student body vice president. Yet, despite all of these achievements, I felt empty. Guilt weighed me down for not being happier, and I questioned living life itself. Is this it? My parents had just gotten divorced, raised by my single mom, a lot of financial pressure, sister off to college. Day after day, 3 hours of sports practice, followed by keeping up with college credit courses, running off 5 hours of sleep. I remember driving to my violin lesson, an hour and a half each way, nodding off at the wheel, almost veering off into semi-trucks, whizzing past at 60 miles per hour. Now, some might look at this scene and say, just get more sleep. Cut out your commitments. Do less. But this is our first pitfall to burnout. Treating symptoms of burnout, not the source. Now, due to too many inconsistencies in both definitions across burnout studies as well as assessment methods, how I'm about to define burnout and talk about it and brilliance is purely anecdotal based on my own personal experience and of my work with clients. But what we've discovered is that the source of burnout is from a major misalignment of one's life. This could look like, oh, I'm not living life true to myself in one particular area. It could be, I'm not living my life's purpose in general. Some of you have settled for a financially secure life that's not quite fulfilling. But I'm awesome. I love my life. It's good. Some of you have quit dreaming. You've been hit and burned one too many times. You don't want to face another rejection or another failure again. But deep down inside, there is something missing that you cannot run or hide from. And this is the first key to brilliance. Focus on feeling flow, those moments of joy that you feel just bubbling out of you for no reason. Now, here's a quick test if you're like, I don't know if I'm in burnout or brilliance. We're going to ask a very powerful question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so feel free to keep your eyes open or closed in this exercise we're about to do. You're going to go ahead and sit and relax back in your chair. Feel your feet on the ground, your back against the seat. That's it. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Placing your hands on your heart. Ask yourself this powerful question. If I were to pass away right now, am I ready? And if you feel any version of no, ask again. What lights me up? What gives me joy? Then listen. Your brain may want to chatter an automatic response. Just set that aside and feel with your body the response. Listen through to the other side of the silence. You might hear a gentle whisper or a loud, jarring command. For some of you, you'll feel or see a vision or just an inner knowing that arises. So be open to the many ways that your heart's intuition communicates with you. And then go have fun and discover and feel and focus on those moments of flow, where every single cell in your body is screaming, yes! Now remember, your source of burnout and brilliance will be unique to you. So don't go ask your friends and family or look it up online or even hire a professional. Trust that the answer is within. Use your body as an inner compass to focus on feeling flow. For me, what lit me up and filled me with joy was dancing and singing. My biggest source of burnout was denying the brightest parts of myself, my passion to sing and dance. It took me decades to even admit it. It's not what makes money. It's impractical. It's not what a good Korean American would do to create success. It's a hobby. I don't have time for a hobby. Can any of you relate? Yet I couldn't deny it. At 16 years old, I'd be alone at home, music my solace, stressed out by life, and I turned the music all the way up, loud volume, and start dancing full-on MTV music style. Then I'd hear the garage going tick, 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 tick. Oh, Mom's home. I would jump over the couch, run over to the stereo. It was the stereo, I'm dating myself, and turn it down, and then pretend I was reading the entire time. My passion was secret. But it couldn't help but leak out. And this is the second key to brilliance, is allow your inner passions to shine out. The pitfall is thinking that it's outside yourself, like you have to go discover or search for your passion or purpose, like it's unknown or some mystery. Consider your passion is like this big, brilliant sun that's trying to express itself all the time if you allow it. Consider your passion is so natural to you, like the air you breathe, you may not even notice it. But just look at your online search history. See what you're curious about. What do you obsess about? For me, my son loves him a good spreadsheet. He's obsessed with data sets, whether that's for sports teams or video game characters or the largest US cities and their populations. At 2 years old, you could see him meticulously arrange all of his toy animals by shape and size and type. That wasn't even supposed to be a joke. So your passions can be so obvious. Trust that they're already within. Now, this brings us to our third pitfall of burnout, making burnout bad. Oh, I have to prevent burnout or fix it. Yes, maybe not. Consider burnout is your friend. It is the signpost that is telling you to get back on track to your brilliance. Now, just like any good friend, if you keep ignoring the warning signs that burnout's trying to give you, well, they're going to get louder for you to pay attention. So some of you out here, actually most human beings, are really great at ignoring burnout's warning signs. It might look like this. It's been a long day. I'm just going to binge on Netflix. Next episode. Or, I'm going to work really late into the night. Oh, crap, it's already 2 a.m. Guess I'm not going to get sleep. Or, just one more glass of wine. Just one more. My body's going to hate me tomorrow, but just one more. Ignoring burnout's warning signs can also be with healthy habits, like, I'm going to track all my nutrition and steps. I'm going to travel to this meditation retreat, and then that meditation retreat. Or I'm going to take this personal growth program, and then this personal growth program, and then this personal growth program. Can any of you relate? That was me. All these things are valuable, and they have their place, except when you use them as an escape for where burnout's trying to redirect you back on your path to brilliance. But I get it. Some of you will continue to ignore burnout's warning signs. And that's when burnout slaps you in the face to really pay attention with a life-threatening disease. Oops, my spouse leaves, Oh, I go in the ER. Oh, someone dies. Or a crisis that you cannot ignore. So please honor, respect burnout as your buddy that's always there for you, nudging you back on that path. Are you sure you're on the right path here? This brings us to our third key to brilliance, which is to relax. A business mentor of mine in college was a collegiate athlete in rowing. And there's this one team that every year would win head over shoulders over all the other teams. Curious to their success, he's like interviewing the crew leader, asking, hey, what is your secret? Are you guys like working out in the gym, or you've got some sort of special supplement that you're taking? Team leader's like, oh no, it's what I'm not doing. You see, before every push forward, I focus on completely relaxing and recharging before the next push. We have so much energy by the end that we just blast through the finish line every year and win the race. I was struck. Who wins the race in life is not who's pushing the hardest. It's who knows how to relax the best. Contrary to conventional thinking of top performance, whether you're an athlete or an entrepreneur, a parent, a teacher, a student, hinges on how well you can relax. How good are you at relaxing, recovering and recharging between work sprints? What if we, in our work performance metrics, instead of work performance metrics, we had relaxation metrics? Hey, you're on the top of the leaderboard because you took the most time off. Or, hey, how low is your heart rate today? What if our society poured as much funding as it does into technology apps for productivity and efficiency and doing twice as much in half the time towards the art of relaxation? How good are you at relaxing? Now, slowing down and surrendering to your control tend to go hand in hand with relaxation. But I get it. Sometimes life hits you hard when you least expect it. And it's at those moments that are actually the best accelerants for learning relaxation. The most painful and dire of situations. When I water birthed my son, no drugs, 14 hours of early labor, water hadn't yet broken. I risked having to go back home because I hadn't dilated enough. I was in the most immense pain imaginable. I thought my body was going to explode. And I had no choice but to surrender control of all outcomes. And when I did that, my body relaxed. It took over. I went into a deep meditation. My water broke. I went from 4 to 10 centimeters of dilation in 1 hour, which is unheard of for a first-time birth. And in the next hour, through 4 pushes, birthed my baby boy in the water. My most painful situation became the most empowering miracle of my life because I relaxed. When you relax, life flows through you. When you relax, your inner brilliance can shine. Relaxing is your portal to brilliance. For any dream that you desire, any vision that you want to manifest, any passion that you want to cultivate is possible when you relax the body's tension. You have everything you need within you. Your body is this instrument of brilliant energy that's trying to express itself, patiently waiting for you to let it out and unleash its fullest potential. What you focus on is what will grow. So stop treating symptoms of burnout and instead focus on feeling flow. You don't need to go look outside yourself for passions. They're inside of you already. You were born with it. Trust that and just notice it. And don't make burnout bad. Burnout is your friend, redirecting you back on the path to brilliance, where you can then relax. in a 6-month songwriter's journey, I went from, oh no, you can't make me sing solo in public in front of 2 people. I don't have a good enough voice. I'm just average. I can't hit high notes. Okay, it didn't sound like that. I have to practice really, really hard for me, or else I'm going to biff it in performance time. And in 6 months, I went to singing at a global peace concert, releasing my first original song alongside a 7-time Emmy Award winner on a global stage, hitting the high notes like the best of them, and I barely practiced. The key is relaxing. I'm going to now sing for you an excerpt from that World Peace Concert song that I sang, called Enrapture, adapting the lyrics to this talk. Boundless energy pours right through me, grounded in the here and now. A lineage of wisdom comes before me. What are you waiting for? You are bliss and happiness. You've surrendered to the flow all around you. I'm always here alive. Feel every teardrop falling down. The air we breathe, that's all around. Let your brilliance shine. Just relax. Focus on joyful moments that move you. Feel your passions flow from inside of you. Burnout's your friend and not foe. Dare to feel and let go, allowing love inside to shine your light.